Live from Chicago, this is Fox 32 News. The Bears win their first playoff game since January 16th of 2011, knocking off the Green Bay Packers 31-27. Welcome to this special post-game edition of the news here on Fox Chicago. I am taking over the news right now because of that finish. My name is Cannelis, joined by Nguyen, Pat the designer from ESPN Chicago, our good friend Matt Spiegel from The Score. If you have counted out the Bears, all right, after three quarters, I don't care how far they are behind, all right, you're a fool by now because they're coming back. They've done it 6 times during the regular season. There were 3 other times they could have. They had one more magic act left, and they got it done tonight.
7th fourth-quarter comeback by this team so far this season. I mean, I'm trying to keep my composure here. I felt so many emotions, as everyone in Chicago did as well. But another epic comeback by this team. I remember what Kevin Byard said a few months ago. That's always stuck with me. When this team is in this kind of situation, there's no pain on the sideline at all whatsoever.
Yeah, it was absolutely beautiful to see the second half of this game. You found an offense that you had been looking for the entire game. Defensively, the defense woke up with a vengeance and really played a great second half. And I'll be honest with you, like, I tweeted it out in the first half, maybe a little tongue-in-cheek, but I did tweet it out in the first half. I was like, down 3 scores. We got them right where we want them, boys.
I'll tell you what, I want to give some credit to the guys on defense in that second half because they turned things around. Green Bay gets the ball to open up the second half, 3 plays and a punt. Bears come up with a field goal. Green Bay gets the ball back again, 3 plays and a punt. Bears come up with a field goal. Packers get the ball again, 5 plays and a punt. Bears come through again and another punt for the Packers on 3 plays. They needed to stand and at least change the momentum in that second half. And really, everyone didn't think it would happen because Green Bay got the ball to open up the third quarter.
Well, and because Dennis Allen had a really rough first half, playing so much man-to-man defense, it was driving you crazy. But then in the second half, he had to keep playing man, but he had to pressure. And they blitzed like crazy. First defensive play of the second half was a corner blitz from Deshaun Wright.
Yeah.
Then DeMarco Jackson came on a blitz. He had a terrific second half in place of the injured T.J. Edwards. Look, I'm just so happy for the city of Chicago and the Bears fans that this thing gets to keep going. This has been so much fun, psychologically, emotionally, let alone professionally for us. Like, this is just an incredibly joyful season. This team has some magic in them, and we get it for at least 1 more week.
I was screaming all week long during the newscasts during Chicago Sports Tonight that we are at 9:30 here on Fox Chicago. I was screaming for the fans to come through in this football game. First home playoff game since 2018. And if you looked at the numbers, the Bears' defensive numbers this season, they were so much better at home than on the road.
Yes.
Why? Because of the fans. And what did Al Michaels say during the broadcast? He has called 35 games at Soldier Field, and it has never been louder. I applaud you, Bears fans. You are the best.
Did you see how nervous Jordan Love was in some moments in that second half, including late in the last drive of the game? He's throwing the ball off his back foot. There was panic in him, and there was not panic the whole rest of that, really the first 3 quarters. And they had penalties. They had a delay of game after a timeout. Bears fans came up.
And we saw movement on the offensive line for Green Bay that knocked them back 5 yards on that drive. The crowd was involved and was such a huge factor.
I've said this time and time again, but Chicago is just different when the Bears are good. Chicago shines a little bit differently. I mean, Luke, you and I were out there tailgating with the fans before the game here. You could just feel how excited they were for this game. Some nervousness as well, but once again, this is a team, you can never count them out. They did not play their best football. We'll get into that more, but at the end of the day, they beat the Green Bay Packers and avoid their season from ending.
Lou, I'll tell you what I called for this week on the Chicago Bears podcast, on the radio multiple times. I wanted to see Caleb Williams be the leader that he is in the fourth quarter early on in the game. That first drive of the game, or second drive of the game, where Luther Burton throws up the mailbox. Caleb, he's not on the same page as Caleb, kind of takes his own route there.
You saw emotions from him.
You saw Caleb right after. Do your job. Little Tom Thibodeau. I'm editing some words there, of course, for television, but you saw Caleb, I thought, as the Bears started.